One thing that I've always made sure that I have is the mentality of a student. I'm always kind of thinking to myself, what can I learn today? How can I get better myself today? I've been lifting for 7 years, and I've learned, lots of different things. I've experienced lots of different things, and I'm always kind of on the lookout. If you've been following me on this channel for a little while now, you would understand that I'm always kind of changing stuff. I'm always kind of on the lookout. I read, I watch, I listen, and then I take some of that information, I process it, and I think to myself, how could I improve myself by using this thing? You guys have seen me do GHDs in recent times, do calf raises. You've seen me do good mornings. You've seen me do leg extensions, leg curls. What else have I done in recent times? Just this year, I've done lots of different things, and each time I've kind of allowed a bit of a block with some of these exercises, some of these ideas, and I've kind of just been on the lookout what those type of things, do to me and my body and my performance. And over time, like if you just do that for a couple of years, you will have some sort of data under your belt, especially if you write some of this stuff down in a training log, and you will have kind of an appreciation if you look back and you kind of study your own log. What happened? Where did you improve? Where didn't you improve? I think it's really important kind of to review yourself and review what ideas at the time you had going. So writing little notes all over the place is really important. So like my training log looks, I've got all the numbers written down, and then on the sides I have these bubbles that pop up. This is what I felt here. This is what I felt there. It's really interesting when I look back through the log and I see where I've come from. So right now, as you can see, I'm in the gym here. Basically, I started off with a front squat, went to a back squat, did a deadlift, some pull-ups, and then some adductors on the adductor machine. So nowhere do you see a GHD, nowhere do you see calf raises, nowhere do you see lunges. So there's progression of thought there. And these are not just arbitrary kind of decisions that I just came to. I've kind of tried to approach it with like a scientific mind. I do these things with a purpose. So the goal here is to squat better, stronger, more mobility, more upright. Like I've got an image of how I want to squat. That's the goal. And so everything thereafter, I'm kind of using as a supplementation to that goal. So I'm doing these front squats. Why am I doing these front squats? Well, I try to do front squats because, I thought it was time to have a go at front squats and see how it goes. I thought I was purely kind of gonna, feel my quads kind of pump up a little bit, and that was it. What I found really quickly, I kind of forgot, but what I found out again was that my upper back is a massive limitation. So much so that the following 2 or 3 days after the first, lesson, after the first session of the front squats, man, I was sore. I was sore in the traps, in the whole upper back region, the upper erectors, the traps, all that region. And I just knew from that moment on that I had a deficiency there. And on that first or second day, I think it was, when I transitioned from the front squat to the back squat in the same workout, I felt my back rack was really, really strong. And so I thought to myself, wow, what an influence already has the front squat made to me. I feel poppy when I do front squats and then go to back squats. The bar just feels stable as anything. So then I've kind of implemented this idea. Now I'm probably at a week, if not longer, of doing front squats. My form has improved. I've come a long way already just in terms of like my positioning. And I've hit a 205 kilo squat. So there's a relationship there. I've implemented something and I've already kind of seen the benefits. By the way, this is 200 kilos. Moved kind of alright, I think. Tired legs from all the front squatting that I did in the last few days, but check this out. So there, some of you guys say, where's the progress? The progress is not just physical. It's mental as well. It's intellectual. I'm always kind of thinking about how I can improve myself. So this front squat has made a benefit to me. It's made me feel stronger in the upper back and also the back in the back squat, right? This is 180 for 4. So I just urge you to always kind of have an open mind, always kind of be on the lookout how you can improve. Some of you guys have given me unbelievable suggestions. For instance, the last few days I've kind of been doing pull-ups before my front squats, and then I think I did some front rack holds as well. And a few of you fellas have said, man, you should tuck those exercises at the end of it, because you're taxing yourself out. Like, those are wearing you out. And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea, man. So in the last few workouts, I've done pull-ups at the end. I haven't done front rack holds yet since the first one. But so, I'm not offended when somebody says to me, have you considered this? In fact, I love those suggestions. I love when you guys kind of hit me up and be like, dude, in my experience, this works. That's all right. I might disagree with you or whatever, but still, I love hearing it. I love hearing alternative suggestions. In this instance, I've used that. In many different instances, I've used what you guys have said. This is why I've always said, man, this is such a blessing to have a channel like this and have the community that we have here. It's a beautiful thing. I feel like we can all get better together. And then after the squats, I went into deadlifts. You can see here, I got to 5 plates. I actually tried 240 kilos. Kind of budged it off the ground. You'll see it coming up. And then I felt my lower back round a little bit too much than I was happy with, and I kind of bailed on it. But that's also progressing well. I'm feeling stronger. But yeah, just have an open mentality. Be happy to learn. Be a student for life, and you'll get better. I feel like the best part of this squatting journey, I guess, or this program that I have is that I've done is the fact that I've progressed as a human being as well. I've gotten better. I've hit some roadblocks. I've worked out how to get around the roadblocks. Some of you guys have criticized me, man, you've been squatting for 500 days. Where's the progress? And for those people, it's like, it's fine. Like, people come and go, whatever. But some of you guys haven't seen, the struggle, the on and off struggle with the hip pain. It would be unbelievable if I had 524 days of just constant health. And that was, if that was the case, that would be unbelievable. But I spent some time basically banging my head against the wall trying to work out why my hip hurts. And like I've already mentioned, I've given every idea a little block. Okay, I'm going to try increasing my hip internal rotation with this exercise. I'm going to try doing abs. I'm going to try doing GHDs. I'm going to try to do calf raises. All these different things trying to get around the problem. And only recently I've kind of worked that out. But it's a journey, man. It's a journey, right? I'm not a professional athlete. I don't have a whole squad behind me, nutritionists, exercise physiologists, doctors, and whatever. Like, this is my little journey, and I'm documented, and I hope that some of you guys get something out of it as well. So yeah, obviously, the criticisms could be I'm not smart enough to kind of work this out on day one. Okay, hip pain. I know exactly how TFL is related to the glute. You got to warm up a little bit more, and the TFL will sort itself out. Man, I wish I knew that on day one. Trust me, I wouldn't spend 6 months banging my head against the wall on and off. So I'm happy, man. I'm happy that I've kind of overcome some of these adversities. And I just want to share with you guys that if you're struggling with something's not working out for you, just stick with it, man. Just keep trying different things. Don't get disheartened. If the flame is there, burning nice and strong for that goal that you have envisioned, never give up on it, man. Never give up on it, because if you give up, man, it's hard to sleep, man. It's hard to sleep with that in your head. It's much easier just to be in that struggle and trying to work out what's what and how to kind of get around that problem. And it starts with that mentality. You're a student for life. No matter how much you squat, no matter how much you deadlift, always have that open mentality. Never be scared to kind of try new things. Yeah, sure, do whatever you think is working at the moment. But at the end of the workout, you can try something that you kind of are flirting with. This could actually benefit me. If it doesn't benefit you, whatever, man, just get rid of it. But a lot of the times, man, in my experience, I've kind of stumbled upon different things. Some of you guys have mentioned it. I've read some stuff. I've watched some stuff. And I tried it out. I'm like, man, this is actually really good. For instance, this seductor thing that you just saw. I don't know what it is, man. I don't understand the mechanism behind this, why it feels so good. But it feels so damn good. And I just can't explain the mechanism. But I'm going to continue doing it because it's a freaking awesome exercise, man. It makes me feel amazing. My hips open up. My adductors release. It just feels kick-ass. Anyway, guys, that's all I'm going to say in this one. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.